Does this market have you baffled? Up one day, down the next? You trying to trade a moving average, only the market's moving so fast? Or maybe the MACDs, stochastics, all that crap? All that crap don't work, right? I'm Bagger Don at stockmarketcaddy.com. Today is November 12th at 11:30. Let me show you the real-time view of our markets. Now we trade, leverage products and we trade them with surgical precision. In fact, last night the NQ went off on a 1 minute at about 7 o'clock. 2 hours later, it was up $700. Let's look at it today. Here's the NQ on the 1 minute. Went short on the swing machine. See, we call this all of this the swing machine. The NQ is up from 932, $3,000, 3 grand. How about the ES? The ES went short at 933, up one contract, 1725. Let's look at the Russell. The Russell at 933, up $1,200. The YM 934, up 1670. The markets continue to be short. Absolutely. This is where swing machine, most folks underestimate it. They get focused here. We focus here. You can see these little moderation signs. They're giving us hints as to where and when we want to take profits. This is probably one of the biggest values because most people really don't know what they're doing. They don't know where they're getting in, and they certainly don't know. If they don't know for sure where to get in, they definitely don't know where to get out. And they do it purely on the money. And see, there's really no reason to come out right now on a 1 minute. On a 1 minute. Now it could change. So you can see that's why if they're trading a minute chart, they'll never get to these types of profits because they're trading every other minute and they overtrade. And then what happens is they lose a little bit and then they start cutting off their winners, trying to get their money back. And then it's really a death spiral at that point. You know what a death spiral is? See, because when the market gets choppy, it'll take you out and you'll have losses. We'll have losses. But because you don't know what you're doing, when the market is running, you take yourself out and you miss the big winners. So between the market chopping and you chopping off your winners, it's like JFK's little airplane off of Cape Cod. He was in a death spiral. The plane was going, it was in a hard right turn. And the more it turned to the right, the harder he turned to the right to get out of the turn, right into the ground. Margin call. No margin call for him. You don't want to get a bunch of margin calls. You got to get a discipline. And we're not saying that we're the only discipline in town. We're not. But I'm Bagger Don at stockmarketcaddy.com. Our cost of membership, private membership, is just $99. $99. If you're thinking about it, send me an email and I'll give you an access to the video last night that we made for our members because this is no surprise to them. So is $99 a lot of money? Yes, it is. But when you make many multiples of that on a given day, thanks to the video, on just one night, it's just the cost of doing business. Level 2 memberships, is it expensive? Well, $400 is not cheap. It's $400 additional dollars. But is it expensive? We think it represents huge value when you can come into the market and make this kind of money. In addition, you have as a level 2 member, you get access to the intraday swing machine, but you also get access to all of our indicators and strategies, and you also get access to either myself or Caddy Sue, not for recommendations as to what to buy because we're not borkers or brokers, but just to help you through the process, maybe help setting up the appropriate price charts and things of that sort. Don't know what a price chart is? That ain't good. Don't know what a profit factor is? That isn't good. Okay, you got to get an education before you start flipping these contracts around, especially on days like today. You know, we could have days where you open your account and the volatility is really, really low, and you think, okay, hey, boy, I'm going to make $300 a day. You never really want to limit yourself to that per se. And then all of a sudden we hit a huge volatility. See, it's telling us now, I've already booked our profits because why? Because Swing Machine is telling me to get on out of here. Well, we got to get going. YouTube only gives us a few minutes. By the way, our videos are not hosted on YouTube. That stuff is crap. And our videos, we have our own hosting company, very high definition. Feel free to give me a call. I'm just sitting here, 813-758-8263. What are you waiting for?